Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? That's good. From the #1 fishing port in America, New Bedford, Massachusetts, welcome to the Paul Santos live show.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Let's go, everybody. Make some noise. Yeah.
Tonight's guests are singers Little Miss and the Boom,
Yes, sir. Little Miss and the Boom.
former Miss New Bedford, Tori Kalisz,
Tori.
comedian Kyle Daley, plus singer, songwriter, king of the keys, Gary Landerman, with our professional saxophone player, master of all the woodwinds,
My main man.
Adi
DeMello.
DeMello, and they are the PSL band,
Yes, we are.
the best band in the land.
We got the next member of the PSL band right here. He's going to be featured in trumpet coming this August, so you're going to be ready for that.
Oh, baby. And me, filling in for Allison, I'm announcer Johnny J.
Johnny J. Johnny J.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the host of our show, the man who made this great show, Mr. Paul Santos.
Hey! Oh, what a crowd, what a crowd. Welcome to our little show. Let me ask you a little question. Are you ready to have fun tonight? Oh, my God. Filling in for Allison, Johnny J. What's up, Johnny J?
Hi, Paul.
I can't believe you're standing over there right now. Thank you
Feels
very
kinda
much for
weird.
doing that. And how about Gary and Artie? What's up, guys?
Thank you. Hi, Paul. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, if you're watching on ABC 6 in Providence, good Sunday morning to you.
Good Sunday morning to you.
If you're watching on Channel 95 in the New Bedford area, good evening.
Go to bed.
And if you're watching the live stream, type something in. Say hello to Johnny J. Say hello to Gary and Artie. Say hello to
No
me.
one ever says hello
Make
to
sure
me.
it's nice and positive and stuff. You know what I mean? You can slip a wisecrack. That's okay. But we'll definitely answer. By the way, this is the place where we highlight the talented, the interesting, and the entertaining from our area. But first, we got to get caught up in the news, John. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
dying to see that.
All right, well, you know, Pat Sajak, right? He stepped down from Wheel of Fortune this past week. Did you see that? Really good for him, you know? He had a good run there on Wheel of Fortune. You probably didn't know, though, that he's going to China. He's going to do another version of the show in China.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune cookies.
Sorry, something like that.
It's like, can I buy a vowel? No, but you can get a number 4 to go. You know, they taped the first episode already. The contestant won a ton of money. See, Casey, I was on a roll there. I should have quit while I was ahead.
No,
Huh?
I thought that was fantastic. I thought that was good.
Yeah, you loved it, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. I
I
appreciate
was stunned.
that. Well, anyway, actress Trina McGee is in the news. You know who that is? She announced that she was pregnant at the age of 54. Can you believe that, John? 54. Oh, my God. You know, she was on that show, Boy Meets World. Looks like Boy met a little more than world, I'll tell you that.
Let's roll.
Looks like it's a whole new world.
Oh, no. Hello, Mrs. Robinson.
It's a whole new world.
It is, Paul. That's a
I
beautiful
can't get
idea.
out of it now. Oh, sorry. Hey, you know who else is in the news? Will Smith. You know, Will Smith, you know, yeah, he's back in the public eye since striking Chris Rock at the Oscars. He's going to be promoting his brand new movie. Hey, I heard it's a slapstick.
That was awful. That one was awful. I got to call it like I said.
All right, at least you're honest.
I
You're
am. Well,
honest,
see,
you're
that's the
honest.
thing. We're gonna let him in. I don't see this. I don't see his monologue. I don't know what he's gonna do. There's no. He doesn't. It's his show. He doesn't have to clear me.
Can't you
me.
picture Will Smith doing an updated version of the Three Stooges?
I could.
Keep your wife's name out of my mouth. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Never mind.
3 blind mice. No.
John's enjoying watching me die over here. Isn't that great?
loving it.
You're really loving it. I know.
The
Well,
more
anyway,
you
the
die, the
movie
more.
that he's in, Will
Yeah.
Smith is in a movie.
Yeah.
It's called Bad Boys Ride or Die. That's the name of the movie. Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Boys Ride or
Not to be confused with the movie that Gary watched on the way over here. Girls ride while getting high.
Oh, that's right. And high.
It was kind of a risque movie, you know?
Yeah.
Girls riding while getting high. You know?
Yeah,
It's
with
like,
Gary.
whoa, you're the best, you're the best.
With Gary, the
Never mind.
finest guy. No,
That was of questionable taste, I guess. Well, you know, that reminds me, Dick Van Dyke is in the news, you know, Dick Van Dyke.
again, that's son of a
Yeah.
gun.
He won an Emmy at the age of 98. Can you believe that?
Right. Chim chim tree.
You know, he's got a wife that's 46 years younger than him.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's got a trophy and a trophy wife.
Oh.
Nothing like marrying for love, huh, Gary?
Especially for Dick Van Dyke. She was probably a little confused. She might have been of another persuasion.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
Watch out.
Well, there's a new type of physical therapy coming to Providence. It's a massage therapy, and it's called squeeze massage. Have you heard about this, Grace? Squeeze massage? Yeah, you know, it's like deep tissue squeeze massage, you know, like that. Hey, wait a minute. Squeeze massage.
Oh, boy.
That reminds me of one of Artie's much, much older ex-girlfriends. Yeah, he had a much older girlfriend a few years back. Connie Compression Socks.
Oh. I thought it was Vanessa Vertical Veins or something.
Yeah, she really had a grip on him. Hey!
She was really
And they all live in Texas. Hey, do you know that the city of New Bedford, maybe we'll go to the city of New Bedford for some comedy, you know? Sometimes you go to Providence, not funny, you know, you go to New Bedford. We'll try to dig something up here in New Bedford. New Bedford is seeking some name ideas for its new South End Elementary School.
Oh.
It's going to offer culinary arts and ELA. And then there was a drunk in the audience who went, ELA! How about Elementary Linguister Academy?
Could you explain the thought process behind that one, sir?
ELA.
Okay.
Elementary Linguister Academy.
I heard
Hey,
it
wait a
first.
minute. Hang on a second.
I
Hang on
can
a
hear it
second.
first
Hang
time.
on a second. Casey really likes it when I say the word Shadis.
He does.
So wait a minute. Let me try it. Shadis. Look at he's getting a warm feeling up and down his spine.
Gross. All right, that's
Shadis.
getting gross now. It's getting gross.
Shadis. Shadis. All right,
Breathe,
calm
Big
down,
Daddy.
Casey. Calm down.
Breathe, Big Daddy. Clear.
He secretly wishes he was Portuguese. I think
He
that's what it is.
does.
Yeah,
He's
he does.
longing to be Portuguese.
Well, John, are you having a good time over there?
I'm having a great time here.
John looks great over there, by the way, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
Announcer Johnny J. Well,
John, you look great.
Well, no, John. Take a look out in the crowd. Can't you see the crowd? I mean, I'm killing it out here. Can't you see that? I mean, people don't believe it. Are we killing it out here?
Come on, everybody. Let's get some love over here. Let's get some love.
People think I'm bombing, but I'm killing it.
That's right.
No, but really, you know, we've got to this really sad point in the show, John. I know you've only been filling in. This goes by like 2 seconds, you
Yeah,
know?
it did, yeah.
It just
It
goes by
does?
like 2 seconds.
It does?
Yeah, it goes by like 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
I'm now going to unfortunately deliver to you
Oh, no.
the final joke of the night.
The final joke.
The final joke.
What the hell is that? The Phantom of the Opera?
That's right. It's the Phantom of the final joke.
This thing goes on longer every week here.
Every week. Well, I think they like it. I think
no,
there's-
they do. They do
I'm
like it. They do
vibing
like
off
it.
the crowd, man.
All right, you ready for this one?
I'm
one?
so ready.
All right. Here's it. 70 snakes, okay? Not 50, not 60. 70 snakes and some mice were removed from a Providence home where the owners were hoarding. Huh. Talk about a pack rat. Ah. That reminds me of one of Gary's ex-girlfriends,
Which one?
Bonnie Boa. She was a little too constricting. She was a snake, all right. At the height of love making, all she wanted to do was rattle. Hey! A tattletale, she was not. She was a rattle with a nice tail. Oh!
You can say that again.
Artie ended up breaking up with her. That's because her bite was poison.
Help, everybody, give us some help.
Everybody's supposed to clap right then and there.
All right. We have a great show for you tonight. We always start out slow and build.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we have to do. We start
our
up.
way up.
It's like the roller coaster going up the
Yeah.
track. Like you can't start at the top. You got to start at and then you know, like Grace was at the peak of lovemaking. You got to
That's
like
right.
start slow and go.
Talk your way through it, baby. Talk your way through it. Hug it out, babe.
I'm sorry. She's giving me the cut sign. All right, we got a great show for you tonight. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors. How about the place that actually lets us come here every week?
right.
Mikey B's, Mikey
Mikey
B's.
B.
Attorney John B.C., thank you. Cisco, New Bedford, and our good friend Steve Silverstein. Cisco, New Bedford, I already said that. Alden Court and our good friend Jerry Jensen. Surf Pro, Dartmouth, New Bedford, and Doug Glassman. From Diane for Laughs, Allison Diane. Hey, Allison, hope you're watching down there in Arizona. And last but not least, he puts all the wires and the lights together. We like to say lights, camera, action. From Bristol County Media, Mr. Aaron Kadju.
Mr. Aaron the Baron.
So, Paul, you mentioned a new type of massage coming to Providence, Rhode Island. In an unrelated story, Patriots owner Bob Kraft is making an appearance in town as well.
Oh, what a coincidence, Aaron.
Oh.
We gotta get the P team on that one. We gotta get the P team.
Yeah, to get
on
the
that
P
one.
team. They penetrate right in there. Right in
Penetrate
there.
the.
All right, we have a great show for you tonight. As we said before, we have a whole bunch of people, and they're all going to be on in just a few minutes, starting with Little Miss and the Boom. But first, say hello to Gary Hardy and the PSL Band. Thanks for coming out here to Mikey B's.
Thanks,
We're right
everybody.
back.
Thanks, everybody. I think we're gonna harken back to some kind of. I don't even know what song this is gonna be. Hey, there it is, Paul. I think maybe Paul can sing this one with us. Do we know this one or no? Is this okay to do, guys? Are you sure? You don't seem to be too energetic. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. Those on shoes. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. If I can wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and say I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. Please, little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. New York, New York. I wanna wake up. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. Those little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere, anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
All right, let's hear it for Gary Landsman, Artie DeMello, and the PSL Band. And how about my good friend going back to, I don't know, over like 10 years old, we've been good friends. My good friend John Oliver, Johnny J, doing the introduction tonight. Thank you so much for filling in. You know, when you're in a pinch, you know what you can do, right? You can call a friend and see what happens. Okay, Chris Partone is looking in tonight. Thank you very much. Gail Johnson, thanks for watching. And one of our good friends, Bruce Sear, is looking on the show tonight. We really appreciate it. Okay, we are starting out in style, right? This duo right here They sing together. They laugh together. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. They're even a married couple. Mention that? The couples that sing together stay together, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Little Miss and the Boom.
I'm ready. I wear my heart on my sleeve for you. At a cafe, in a subway, on stage, I'm shooting straight, baby, know how it ain't. Like an arrow flying sparrows toward your love. I'll be the bad girl on your arm. You keep your ring, and I'll get your charm. I'll wear my heart on my sleeve for you. Since you kissed me, I'm falling apart. You say she strays, but the kids make her stay. And that house on the hill, past those gates, I play the fool because love can be cruel. But our time is a treasure of fate. They've seen us all over town. Guess there's enough love to go round and round. I'll wear my heart on my sleeve for you. Since you kissed me, I'm falling apart. And if I bend till I break, at least I live and wasn't fake. I'll wear my heart on my sleeve, darling. Though my choices might rip me to shreds, I'll wear my heart on my sleeve, darling. 'Cause you kissed me, I'm falling apart. 'Cause it's too late, let it bleed. I'm yours.
Yeah, Little Miss and a Boom. All right, let me jump in between you guys. If you'd step back one and maybe, are you Little Miss?
Yes, I'm Little Miss with a deep voice.
Obviously, this is the Boom. Let's hear it for the Boom. Let's hear it for the Boom. And Little Miss right over here.
Hi.
All right, I had to get that in there about being a married couple and all that. How does that work? Working on stuff like this and being married and stuff like that. Good, bad, a little bit of both.
It's mostly fine, I'd say. I think she works on her parts, I work on my part. Every now and then we practice together. But we don't practice together as much as you'd think. We usually practice together with the full band. We've got our drummer out there, Steve.
Hey, let's hear it for Steve the drummer.
We've got our saxophonist and our trumpeter and our keyboardist and our bassist. We all come together and we play together. And so that's really what makes the full band happen.
That's fantastic. And Little Miss, right? What a great name. I love that name, Little Miss. Where did you get that? Who gave you that?
Well, we came up with it. You know, we started toying around with things, and I thought I wanted something about me and then someone else. So it kind of just worked that way. We started throwing stuff at the wall, and, I wanted a big, fun sound, so Little Miss and the Boom.
So you had this like brainstorming session, right?
We did as a band.
You came up with Little Miss.
Yeah, no, it took several weeks. Yeah, no, it wasn't easy. There was a lot of songs that we were like, no, that's not gonna work. But this one stuck. It was good.
Now, were you guys already singers and performers before you got married, or is it something that you've decided to venture on together as a couple?
No, we both did music. I went to college for music. I was a music and theater major. Ben played guitar since high school. So I mean, I grew up singing. I loved the Disney stuff and the Broadway stuff, and I was trained classically from the age of 13.
Seem to have that personality, that like stage presence kind of thing.
Yeah, a little bit. I wanted to do Broadway. I wanted to be a suffering artist, but the cards didn't work that way.
That's great. So how did you guys put this together? How did you come up with this idea to get together and be in a band and all that?
It was all Ben. He saw something in me, and the rest is history.
Did you guys like meet on, something to do with music, like on the road or something like that?
No, I walked into his house one night.
All right, wait a minute. What do you mean? She just walked right in? That doesn't happen to people too often.
Well, I got lucky, And she came and I said, oh, hello. And now we're married.
What was she doing at your house?
There was supposed to be a party. And she and a couple of her sister and friends apparently were the party. So they came over and came walking in, and that was it.
They were in the wrong house?
They were at the right house. Just there was no party.
We were the party.
They
I
were
was
the party.
I showed up.
Wait a minute. This sounds a little sneaky. Oh, sure, huh?
It's a really longer, evolved story.
I was going to say, yeah, we'll have a party, and don't invite anybody except the girl that you're interested in.
That's right. Well, I had never met her before.
No, and I had a
That's
boyfriend
right.
at the
That's
time.
right. Yeah.
Oh!
I know. That's the first thing she said. She walks in the door. My boyfriend couldn't be here tonight. I said, okay.
Did you have like stars in your eyes right away?
Well, I always made sure whenever we had a get together that she was invited from that point forward.
Well, it worked out. I can see that. So now you have another song that you'd like to sing for us tonight?
We do.
All right, you guys, where are you from now? What town?
Mansfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Mansfield. We love Mansfield.
Thank you.
All right, what song do we have next here?
It's called Completely.
All right, sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Little Miss and the Boom.
Hey, if you guys want to step in with some backups.
Are you sure about that, honey?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Say less. I thought you'd never.
If you want to tickle those keys, or maybe, blow
Oh,
that
yeah,
horn a
you
little
can
bit.
do it. You can. I have faith in
I'm
you.
up for it. I'm up for it.
You've ever known. No one can tickle better than this guy.
Oh, no.
But I don't like to be tickled. I'm a tickler. I'm the tickler, not the ticklee. All right, what key are we in? No, never mind. I want to guess. Key of F major. Thank you very much. The key of F major for everyone who's following along.
Look at those professional musicians trying to like figure it out, do all that. Yeah, there we go.
I just stand up here and look pretty and
We got
sing.
this.
They have the real job.
Hey, Paul, for the record, we just learned the song in about 5 seconds.
Hey, all right.
Literally.
I have faith in you.
It's a 1625.
I have
Paul.
faith in them.
So
Kevin Robertson's looking in tonight, and he says, "Gary, no sweat. You can do it."
Oh, we got this, please. I'm worried about you. No, worried about these guys.
I ain't joining in.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I recall the days when I was single. Used to flirt, fool around and mingle. Then you came along, and finally I fell completely. Now some girls fall, and others keep on playing. Forget the now and keep on yesterday. And now I know it's wrong. You came along, I changed completely. Darling, do you know the sky performs a show each and every night before I sleep? When I look up at the
how about that? The PSL Band featuring Gary and
sorry,
Artie
guys. We
jumping
a little
right
more than I thought it was
in
gonna be.
with Little Miss in the Boom. Thanks a lot for coming tonight.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. All right, Little Miss and the Boom. We'll be right back with more of the Paul Santos Live Show. We've got comedy on deck. Don't
guys.
go anywhere.
Thank you so much, man. Really nice. Here we go. Try a little something here. Premature. Yeah.
All right, great job, Gary and Artie. Hey, you did an awesome job jumping in with those guys. That was fantastic. Thank you very much.
Paul, why
Thank
you
you.
buttering me up, man?
Because it's true. Are you the tickly or the tickler?
Well, depends. I can go either way. I can go either way on that one.
All right. We'll just leave that. Okay. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of people who are looking in here tonight. Peter Chase from Dartmouth Community Media. Thank you very much. The show airs on DCTV in Dartmouth. We also have Frank Oliver looking in from Arlington, Texas. Frank Oliver. By the way, Frank says that Johnny J is the best announcer ever. Thank you very much.
Johnny J.
Joel Davis, the Android, looking in tonight. And from Niagara Falls, New York, Lynn Marie Scrivano. Thanks for looking in tonight.
Haven't heard from her in a while.
All right, at this time, we bring you another great comic we do every week. Allison Dine is not here tonight, but she's our director of comedy, and she's always sending us these really funny people, and this one included. Would you please give a nice, warm welcome to Mr. Kyle Daley?
Kyle, yes, sir.
Hello. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I just say this for 20 minutes, guys. So a little bit about myself. Actually, I grew up around here, but I used to live in Los Angeles. I learned when I was out there that people in LA are definitely better about the whole nice thing than we are out here in the Northeast. First time I ever ordered breakfast, the woman behind the counter was just so excited to take my order. It frightened me. I had no idea what to do. I go, yeah, can I please get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich? She goes, yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese is amazing. What kind of bagel do you want it on? I'm like, sesame? She goes, sesame is amazing. What kind of cheese do you want? I'm like, you're at work. Why are you happy? Everybody in this room, like we're in New Bedford, Mass. Like everybody in this room knows what ordering breakfast is like. It's just one guy behind the counter going, welcome to Dunkin'. What the hell do you want? I learned also when I was out there too that they are just wrong about the whole weather thing. Like they're always saying that their weather is so much better. They don't understand that their weather stinks for the opposite reason. All right. When I was out there, everybody would say to me, Kyle, blizzards must be the worst thing in the world to deal with. Oh, you mean not going to work, getting drunk, watching Netflix all day? So difficult. Yeah, no. And then all of a sudden, the entire West Coast lights up on fire. They go, well, it's Tuesday at 9 a.m. Time to go to work. I'm like, you guys don't think that's weird? They go, Kyle, how else do you end a gender reveal party, guys? Come on. Yeah. Driving in LA is terrible. It really is. But in all honesty, the worst city, in my opinion, to drive in is Boston. I hate it. It's the worst. My GPS hates driving in Boston. It can't get me anywhere. I live in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I'll ask my GPS to get me anywhere in the world, and it'll do fine. Like, hey, GPS, how do I get from Pawtucket to the Eiffel Tower? 1 moment, Kyle. I'll be happy to assist you. Hey, GPS, how do I get from Pawtucket to Fenway Park? Go screw yourself, Kyle. Boston is the only city in the world, I'm convinced, where a one-way street will turn into a dead end. For those of you laughing, you're the smartest people in the room. Thank you very much. I'll let the other people catch up. All right, we're good. But when I was living out in Los Angeles, I would always walk around wearing Red Sox hats and Patriots t-shirts and things like that. People would come up to me and say, "Oh, you must be from Boston, Mass." Nope, Providence, Rhode Island. Same accent, lower self-esteem. People from Boston are very proud about the role that they played in the foundations of America, and everybody from Rhode Island just wants to be noticed for anything. Like somebody from Massachusetts might look at you and say, "Hey, we started this country with the Tea Party. The rest of you can bite me." And everybody from Rhode Island just going, "We were right down the road. They burned ships in the harbor. We burned a schooner in the river. We're good guys." Those of you who laughed actually paid attention in history class. Good for you. So I'm 36 years old now, and I'm part of that millennial age bracket, and I've just come to the realization, we really are a messed up generation. We really are. And I think I'm found out why. It's because we are the first generation raised on television, and all television tried to do was scare us. Does anybody here remember those anti-weed commercials at the end of the 90s, early 2000s? Yeah. Yeah, no, not that one. My favorite was always the one where, picture this, a little kid is just trying to get an inflatable raft into his family pool, and then the camera zooms out, and all of a sudden, you see you're in a living room, and there's a joint sitting on the coffee table, and there's just smoke billowing towards the ceiling, and you just hear the voiceover go, "Don't worry. You can just explain to your parents you were getting stoned instead of babysitting your brother when he drowned. They'll understand." Do you want to know what I saw immediately after that? 9/11. And then my dad wonders why I only talk in Family Guy quotes sometimes. But, I'm just totally convinced there's a trauma response to that, because what we've done is we just try to take things that we grew up with and just try and give it an adult-sounding name, because we still do it, because we're just a bunch of big kids. For example, I'm 36 years old. I do not have a Star Wars action figure collection. No. I have a set of collectible figurines, all right? Does anybody... The band's on board. Anybody here remember Lunchables? Yeah. That is called charcuterie now. All right, one last thing before I get going. Here you go, guys. It's been a little bit of gloom and doom, but I'm just going to simply say this. I like going to concerts a lot. I love them because I do drugs every now and again. The first time I ever did LSD, it was at a Fish concert. I didn't have a choice. It came in the ticket. For those of you who've never been to a Fish concert before, it's just a sea full of white people all dancing like the Tube guy outside the car dealership. Just 40,000 people just going. But here's the deal. When the stuff started to kick in, I looked down at the ground and I thought the earth was trying to punch me in the face, so I regretted any time I ever littered. But then the band came on stage and the lights started flickering, and I swear to God, everybody, every color I heard tasted amazing, all right? All right, thank you, everybody.
Kyle Daley, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle, great to meet you. Grab a seat.
God, grabbed.
So you came down from what town?
Pawtucket.
Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
My kids used to play hockey, so we used to play in that old dumpy rink that they got over there. Is that still there?
Lynch Arena, last I checked, yeah. Yeah.
It was built in 1800 or something like that?
Probably, yeah. I mean, probably earlier than that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure if you looked hard enough, you could probably find one of George Washington's false teeth in there, left over after a hockey game. So.
Far be it from me, from New Bedford, to be kind of ribbing Pawtucket.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Just, you're told not to go to our place, we're told not to go to your place. What are you going to do? Just don't go to Central Falls. That's all that matters, right?
So the people in Pawtucket kind of make fun of Central Falls?
Everyone makes fun of Central Falls.
Right. All right. Well, you talked about being in Los Angeles, right, and that traffic.
Yeah.
You know the 405? Oh, my God. It's
Yeah,
so
I know
brutal.
the 405.
And we got the Southeast Expressway in Boston. So you think Boston is a little bit worse?
It's a different kind of worse. It's mainly just because in Boston, the roads make no sense at all. So that's what the problem is. L.A., everybody's just bumper to bumper and congested and in a hurry to get nowhere. Takes you like an hour to go like 2 miles. It's insane. Like I couldn't stand it. But I'm back. So hey, now I get to deal with all the other BS like the the Washington Bridge being out. That's always been fun.
Oh,
So yeah.
brutal. Well, you talked about the dead-end street. That's a one-way street. There's a dead end. We don't have that in New Bedford, but we do have one-way streets that lead to a right, then another right, then another right, then another right. It keeps going around in a circle.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
we call those rotaries where I'm from. So yeah.
Yeah, we got a few of those kicking around.
Yeah.
So tell me about the comedy, right? You decided one day, hey, you know what? I always wanted to do that, so I'm doing it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was lo and behold, I was living in, of all places, Burlington, Vermont, and I had just gotten laid off from a job, and I had some free time, so I figured, what the hell, why not? So let's just do it, and it's been off to the races ever since then. Lived in LA for about 4 years, and then the pandemic put a stop to everything there. But LA is expensive. Don't regret it. I had a good time out there, but yeah, at some point you just got to realize it's just not worth the cost of living out there. So, but we'll see what happens. So, that's
All
about
right.
it.
And as far as around here, right? What do you do? Do you have gigs around the area?
Yeah, I do gig around the area every now and again. I actually do have a show coming up in Lynn in a couple of weeks. That's going to be fun. The Other City of Sin, and don't really have a whole lot going on right now. Summers are usually pretty light for comics, but I'm also got a show coming up in where is it? Down in Wakefield, Rhode Island later on this summer, and just did a show at Wes's Rib House, actually, of all places, on Dyke Street in Providence. So that was a fun show. Yeah.
How much fun is it being a comic?
If you ever have a friend who wants to be a comic, tell them no. So, no, it's fun. It's fun. Honestly, like the one thing I actually do enjoy about it is I actually enjoyed about being in LA because it's such a melting pot city. You just actually do get to meet a bunch of people from all different walks of life. So you get to learn different things, see different people, and then learn just exactly that. No, it's not the fact that everybody at this open mic doesn't get my joke. It just sucks. So. That's always a good one. So,
Yeah, you're standing up there and you're trying to deliver a line, and then Gary, just hear that dead silence. It's awkward. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it takes a lot of guts to stand there and just
that in my life.
and just take that dead silence. You
Either
know what I'm
complete
saying?
laughter or complete tears. Either way.
You gotta go one way or the
There's
other.
never
right?
silence. There's never silence.
There's never silence.
No.
Yeah, well, the keys must mic up for the room, right? Yeah, exactly. You fill the dead air, right?
Plus, I have an applause button.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go.
So I've got this
we need
covered,
one of
man.
those.
Which one's you got the laugh track
You know, I
too? You got a laugh track in there too?
Yeah, we
Yes,
need
of
that.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
It doesn't work for Paul either. I don't know why I can't get it to work with Paul.
Hey, thanks a lot for coming down. You're a
Thanks for
terrific
having me.
comic, and keep up the great work.
Thanks for
Kyle
having me.
Daley, thank you very much for being on the Paul Santos live show. All right, we're going to get a special treat from Gary. Would you like to do a song right now?
Sure.
All right, Gary and the band wanted to treat you with a song tonight. We always love to put the highlight on Gary, Artie, and the band. We're so fortunate to have our own band here to create the whole late night TV show vibe and stuff like
Right,
that.
right.
So you guys all ready to go?
Yeah, we are.
You took your jacket off, so you must
I
be
did,
like,
yeah.
like
Well,
you're...
some of us are working here. We're getting hot. All right, I just want to make a quick announcement, okay? For
All right, here we
everybody.
go.
If I
Yes.
could have, can I have your attention, please,
Yes,
everybody?
yes.
Please, everybody, may I have your attention, please?
All right, would you have your attention, please?
Normally, we do upbeat sort of songs, okay? But Paul doesn't know this yet. But this is kind of a slow song, but I really would like for you to just listen to it for a minute because this is for my mom, who's sitting right over there. And she's incredibly amazing. And she is amazing. And she is amazing, Mom.
Yeah. And she raised such a wonderful son. Yes, she did.
Here we go. A lot of people think this is a love song, but a love song doesn't necessarily mean it's not your mom. How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses? You still with me, Ma? Still with me, Ma? I hope glad you are, because I think I lost everybody else. How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? Yeah. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? Far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? Lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? Love you, Ma. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thanks for hanging in there on that
Gary
one, folks.
Hardy. All right, sitting up here, ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only Mr. David Spencer.
David, yes, sir.
David, great to have you here. I know last week we want to talk a little bit about your free weight loss seminar that you're doing, right? Free weight loss seminar. So how does that all work? You're a slim and trim guy here.
Yeah, well,
You didn't used to be?
there was a time in younger days, you know, and this is kind of, it's a biblically, a Bible approach to weight loss. So it's nothing about pills and weight programs and big pharma making millions. It's actually a mindset. And I have a doctorate degree in this, so, you know, the seminar is free. And it's really to help people understand how important they are physically and everything, and to help our kids. You know, I got a guy right here that I used to go to junior high school with, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay. And back then in junior high school, I used to hate it when kids got bullied because of things like that. So I was really kind of like a protector, and I really did get in a lot of trouble when I was a kid because of just
Right.
mad about people picking on kids, and then they grow up wearing a mask, and they're never able to be themselves. So this whole seminar is about, let me help you know who you are.
All right,
So
the
it's
seminar
a
is at
humanized-
Marriott Fairfield Inn,
Yeah.
which is the place located in downtown New Bedford. It's that hotel that kind of overlooks the waterfront there. It's Marriott Fairfield Inn and Suites, Thursday, June 27th, 2024, from 7 to 9 p.m. So come out and see our good friend, Dr. David Spencer. Yes, that's right.
And there'll be some music there and things like that. You going to help me out on this?
Now wait a minute.
wait a
You
minute,
mentioned some music, right? This
Yeah.
guy sings a little bit. And he always comes in and he always weasels out
little
without
bit.
singing a song. So can you give us? He does the song. What is it? How Sweet It Is.
Well, I do a lot of songs, but in G. Well, you know.
What, those guys are gonna jump in again?
G-A-D.
Oh, you guys are really earning your keep
Seventh
tonight,
chord.
I'll tell you.
Give me the verse.
The verse? The
Go
verse
ahead, let's
starts in
have it.
D.
Come on now, let's go.
Okay, go ahead. Give me that. No, you're starting a G with How Sweet It Is. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and how sweet it is to be loved by you. Come
Oh.
on, kick it up.
All right, come on
Yeah. G. How sweet it is.
No, I got it.
Okay. Go ahead. You give it to me first. Go ahead. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. D. I needed the shelter of someone's arms.
You got the wrong page.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I got original songs recorded in New York City.
Hey,
if you
that,
want to hear
that was pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. David Spencer.
Thank you. And
Thank you very much.
listen, come to the event. It's free. Come for your nephews, your grandkids, and don't let them go through all the bullying and humiliation, because
right.
some of us know what it's like to be put down and grow up with that kind of mask. It's not healthy. Amen. So come get it. It's free and it's biblical.
Thursday, June 27th, Dr. David Spencer. Thank you again. Wow, you guys are jumping in on everything
He didn't
tonight.
give us enough time, but we figured it out. We figured it out.
I like it. I like it.
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Oh, yeah.
All right, see?
All right,
See, they
all
even
right.
clapped because they felt sorry for me.
Was that in G or B or D?
It's in
or
the key. It's in the key of D. Which,
Or L
but it
or
starts
G
on the
or-
4 chord, which
Oh,
is
okay.
always throws me. You did that on purpose.
Of course, of course.
See, look, I walked for everybody for the record. I walked up to the keyboard and I had this on there. All right.
Well, you know, you got to be able to, like, you know.
It says how sweet
Live
it
television.
is, and then it says Gad, and then D-bag. I know. Oh, those are chord changes.
Well, that was from an admirer, how sweet it is, you know. Just don't know who it is yet, you know.
D-bag. No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest was a former Miss New Bedford. She went up to Bridgewater State University, and she delivered the commencement address, and we wanted to have her come back. Would you please welcome Tori Kalisz? Tori, grab a seat. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
It's so great to see you. You're such an upbeat, perky person, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
thank you.
Kind of like Little Miss over there, you know?
Yes,
Same idea,
exactly.
right? Same idea. You want to pull yourself up there? I
Yeah.
want you to be comfortable.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
So it's
Always
great.
am on the show.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Well, you know, since you were last here, I know you came on, you sang when we were down at Cisco, did a great job. And off you went to Bridgewater State University. You were Miss New Bedford. You had a boot on your foot, which seems like was on there forever.
Yes, it
and
was.
now everything's coming together. No more boot. What happened to the boot?
Thankfully. So I broke my foot. I broke 2 bones in it. I went through being in a boot for 18 months.
Wow.
I eventually got surgery to remove the broken bone, and I ended up being in a wheelchair for about 2 months, and finally got out of the boot. So it was a long process, a long journey. But throughout all my challenges, I've had a lot of medical complications over the years.
Yeah.
Especially with my connective tissue disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It was Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome Awareness Month last month, which was cool because that's exactly when I gave my commencement speaker address. And I've been through a lot, but throughout all of my challenges, I've learned how important it is to build up your resilience, you know, your ability to bounce back from things and to cope with different challenges. And so going through the whole boot situation really definitely built up some more resilience in me. And so that's exactly what my speech was all about. It's about how much, how far we've all come since, you know, especially since COVID. So my graduating class, I was the graduating class of 2020 from high school. And so a lot of the people who graduated this year from Bridgewater State were also in the class of 2020. And so we've been through a lot together. We've gone through lots of ups and downs, but throughout these times, we've all stayed resilient. We faced all of our challenges head on. And so just my whole speech was about reminding everyone that they're stronger than they think and to always believe in themselves and know that they can get through things and things do get better.
Hey, that's a great message. That's a great message.
Thank you. I thought it was an important one.
I know you had some resilience because the year that you were Miss New Bedford, I was one of the guest co-hosts down at the Zeitarian Theater, and you won Miss New Bedford while you were wearing the boot. So that's not easy to do because I know people are putting that out of their mind that you're in the boot, but you know, you kind of lose the ability to move around and you lose some ability to present yourself, but you still won it anyway, which I thought was fantastic.
I did. That was really cool.
Yeah.
To the best of my knowledge, I believe I was the first title holder, at least in New Bedford, to have won with a boot.
Yes.
So that was cool, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I did fear at first that it might be something that held me back and maybe the judges wouldn't see through the boot, you know, because it is a bit of a disadvantage in some ways. But they realized that I am strong, and so everything I did as Miss New Bedford was centered around resilience.
Right.
So that's exactly what I did throughout the year, and I was so happy and so lucky that the judges did see that about me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you're thinking to yourself, boy, I wish I could, you know, get all cutesy with the heels and all that, and you were like, you had the boots.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Why is Gary laughing?
Like you don't know what it's like to get cutesy in the heels. Oh, by the way, I knew when you walked in the door, I knew you looked familiar to me. But I didn't
been here a couple
recognize
times.
you without the big bad boot.
I know, she's been
Yeah,
stuck
you
on
were
there for
there.
a while.
Yeah, you were
I'm
there.
very
Yeah, I knew she-
excited.
Now
I
you
got it
got-
off in December. So it's
Right.
been a few months, and I left to study abroad in Spain for the last semester.
Ah, you
so
went to Spain.
I
Yeah.
did.
Did you
So-
learn the language a little bit?
Un poquito.
Can you say
Little
like
bit.
one little sentence in Spanish?
Hola,
Hola,
gracias.
señorita.
Gracias por ver este episodio.
Yeah, of
Ooh,
course.
wow.
See,
It's
wow,
not, my
wow.
Spanish isn't that good.
You're gonna make
I'm not
cat
strong.
sound.
Wow.
No, he makes that noise when he's getting a little hot
When I
under the
get
collar. you know?
when I get a little
He's getting a little
hot under the collar, I go.
Yeah, the jacket's off, but that stops there. We don't have the shirt come off. But anyway, so you became the commencement speaker, and they don't just give that to anybody, right? So were you like tops in your class and stuff like that?
I did graduate with a 4.0 GPA, so I maintained all A's throughout my entire time at Bridgewater State, which was really cool. They don't necessarily have a valedictorian because it's just whoever has a 4.0, I guess, is
Wait a minute.
there's a bunch of us
wait a minute,
valedictorians.
I don't want to interrupt you. 4.0?
Yes.
4.0, come on now.
It was tough. It was very tough. My degree was in health science,
Oh, so
so
does that
it's
mean
it's
you're
a
wicked
tough one.
smart?
Wicked smart. I guess
Wicked
people in
smart.
Boston might say that.
Yeah, you're wicked smart.
That's awesome.
It
That
was
sounds
It was
awesome.
tough, yeah,
That
especially
must
on
have
top
been
of
wicked tough.
it was wicked, very
My
tough.
So
God.
speaking of a Don't Give Up and Rise Up, you have a coloring and activity book
do.
that you made. Look at
Oh,
this.
yes.
Isn't that
I
awesome?
love that.
Yeah, look at this.
So
Can we
while
get a
I
shot of
was
I
that?
want one. Can I get one?
Yeah. So while I was Miss New Bedford,
Will you
I
autograph
had, of course.
Bet.
It's actually
With a crayon?
technically it is signed inside.
Yeah, but I
so-
want yours. I don't want to. I
Awesome.
don't want to.
Oh, you want me to do it in person? I got you.
I want it addressed
So-
to me personally.
This is really great that you came up with a coloring and activity book. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, so as Miss New Bedford, I did a lot out in the community, especially spoke a lot to kids about
Yeah.
my Don't Give Up, Rise Up initiative, which again focuses on resilience. And so I spoke with a lot of kids, I spoke with students, I spoke with families, all about this topic, and I wanted to create something kind of tangible to take away from our conversations that were about this abstract concept, right? Resilience is not something you can see or touch. So for kids to be able to take home something as a reminder of their resilience and to be able to build their strategies and their coping skills and all that stuff. So as Miss New Bedford, I applied for a Changemaker grant from the United Way of Greater New Bedford, and I was so honored to be one of the recipients of it, which was so exciting.
Nice.
And so I put that money towards printing a bunch of these coloring and activity books that I had made. Made it myself on Canva. Love Canva.
Nice.
I had wristbands that I gave out to the students too. It was really awesome. And so I actually have a downloadable version of this for free on my Instagram. It's called riseup_Tori Kalisz. So you can find it there if you want. I think it's a great resource, especially for teachers to have and be able to give to their students. So it's free of charge for everyone who might be interested in it. And that's why I'm so lucky to have been able to be granted that grant.
I'll tell you, the ability to bounce back, there's nothing like it. You've shown resilience. This message you can't beat. Don't give up, rise up. Tori Kalisz,
right.
thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
being on the show.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you for coming back. Ah, yes. Thank you very much. All right. Let's see. We have a couple of minutes left over here. Oh, no. After such a great, classy guest.
Oh, God.
Top of the line, classy.
Big Daddy
You know,
Casey.
highbrow, accomplished, 4.0. Miss New Bedford. Now we got to go to this.
Big
Ladies
Daddy
and
Casey.
gentlemen, Crazy Casey!
Crazy Casey, everybody. Big round of applause for my Big Daddy Casey.
Wow, you got a tough act to follow here.
I really appreciate a 4.0. I had that in the Olympic trials in my swimming. A 4 out of 10 isn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
Right?
Big
Yeah,
Daddy,
four-
that
yeah,
wasn't
four-
bad.
4.0.
Be proud of that.
You know, can I put this over here?
Sure.
Good. Well, it's always a pleasure not to see you. Gary, I want to just send a big blessing out to Mom.
Thanks.
God bless Gary and his mom.
Yes.
That's for you, Mom. Everyone's clapping for you, Mom,
Yeah.
because it lasted this long.
We mess around here a lot, and even though at my stage I don't even remember their names, but I love their family. You know, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been good. You know, what is this like following up such a classy lady here like the valedictorian of Bridgewater State, Mr. Bedford?
It's like giving a closing argument after you give yours.
Oh, yes. I love that one. That was good. He paid everybody not to laugh at any joke you say.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
very funny. Big Daddy Casey, it was funny. And they're all paid off. They're on
Yeah,
the take.
why do you think I'm here? I've been paid off.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Oh, no, what do you got in the bag? A
no.
brown, he's
Oh,
coming up here with a brown bag. Can you believe
there's
it?
nothing in the bag. I brought this so you could put it over your head. You could be the unknown
The
host.
unknown comic. Or the unknown lawyer. Which one do you want to be, Big Daddy Casey?
I tried to get a bag that fits you. But with your head, it's about
I'm
the
getting
size.
nervous.
It's
We
about
never
the,
know what he's going to have.
It's
What's he
about
got in
the
the bag?
size of a cantaloupe.
Okay.
I really did bring you a present.
Okay, I appreciate that. I don't get presents too often over
You
here.
brought him some mandals.
Yeah, there's one still in there.
He only needs one. He bought him some mandals. Oh, and a little mandal.
Are you wearing a thong tonight?
Wait, what day is it?
Come on, with
What
that
day-
beautiful brown suit.
It's Monday, right?
Monday.
It's a thong. It's a thong.
well, I decided I'd bring you
Thursday's thong night.
I bought him a thong. Here we go. I don't know where you're gonna put it, but I hope you enjoy it. And I wanted you to see my size.
No,
right
there's
here.
your big thong, Daddy.
It's good. You like that? Yeah, put it with your potato.
Did you go to Walmart just to bring this down here?
No, I stole it.
Yeah, right off their foot. And the kid. So the
No.
kid and the father are walking around with one shoe. Nice job, Big Daddy.
I drove all the way to New York so I could walk into a store and get it for free.
Just to get that
Yeah,
half a
then I
second of a
drove
laugh?
back.
Yeah, that's really
Gas
great.
was a little expensive, but it's
That was a good expenditure there.
it
Oh,
was
can't you
it
hear
was
the
really
walk-off
good.
music playing? Wow.
And I want you to know,
You know what that is?
yeah, I know what it is.
Thanks, Mr. Casey, for coming on out of the show tonight.
The
Fantastic.
expenditure. Let's
We'd
go.
Like to thank
Hey,
Paul Santos Live Band.
all right,
everyone.
make
The
it
show's
quick.
brought
I'm
to you
gonna
by
make it very
Mikey
quick.
D's.
I absolutely, I decided, even though I'm a Catholic at heart, I decided how I'm going to make my final arrangements.
Prove it.
By the way, I got a deal for you on another cheap funeral curtain over here. I had him throw it in with my cremation. I called my wife, my family, and I said, I've decided I'm going to be cremated, but I want a Catholic ceremony. Cremate me after. And guess what? I got an appointment on Thursday.
Nice. Well done.
Nice.
Well done.
It's good.
Thank you,
I
Crazy
love
Casey.
you. It's really nice seeing you.
Nice to see you too.
It's good to be seen.
All right, Crazy Casey, ladies and gentlemen. All right,
Got that thing.
I want to save those. All right, we'd like to take the opportunity to thank our guests. How about a big thank you to that great duo, Little Miss and the Boom.
Yes, sir.
Great comedian Kyle Daley, thanks for coming down. Former Mr. Bedford and valedictorian at BSU. She's really terrific. Tori Kalisz. By the way, you know, her mom is here, one of the very few mother-daughter Miss New Bedfords in the history of the city of New
That's
Bedford.
right.
So,
Can you say
Arlene, great to have you over
nepotism
here.
down? Just kidding.
And a big thank you to our fill-in host, announcer Johnny J.
And future member of the Paul Santos Live Band. Don't forget that.
And that's right, Gary Hardy and the PSL Band. There they are.
That John's going to be the future member of the Paul
That's
Santos
right.
Live
Johnny
Band.
J's been practicing the trumpet. He's going to be jumping in with a band. It sounded
He's a
great.
natural. He
It
sounds
sounded great. It sounded
What,
great.
you heard him?
Well, I heard you guys practicing. Yeah, I heard you guys practicing. Okay, next week, we're right back here at Mikey B's. We have some terrific guests. We have an actor by the name of Michael Hopkins. We got a great singer from Fall River. She's been on before, traveling all around. She's got a gig in Boston now. Her name is Emily Naraki. We also have the person who runs Serve Pro Dartmouth New Bedford, one of our sponsors, Doug Glassman and Kate Frazier, and a tremendous comic who dresses up as a little old lady. She's going to come down and go, hey, Gary. Gary, how you doing, Gary? You know, it's going to be a little cute little thing. You know what I mean? Her name is Joan Raposa.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's going to be
yes.
here.
I have no idea what he's talking
Thanks to you guys, our live studio audience. Thank you. Don't forget, our show can be seen Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock on Channel 95 in the Greater New Bedford area, and Sunday mornings bi-weekly on ABC 6 in Providence at 10:30. I'm Paul Santos. Don't forget to laugh. Hope to see you next Monday night right here. Good night, everybody.
I said, fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, just me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. I said, in other words, I love you, Artie DeMello. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.